Hello, hello, YouTube. It's your girl JD. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. High schooler thinking about jobs? This video is for you. First thing I should mention before the start of this video is do not get a job without parental permission unless you're 18 or older. Okay guys, now that that is out of the way, let's get into when. When should I get a job? Let's get into the logistics. Dependent on the state, you have to be either 15 or 16 years of age to even have a job. You might be able to get through certain jobs by being 15, but you really should stick with the age 16. So no matter how excited and eager you are to start making money, being 16 is the best bet. In specific jobs, you must be 18 in order to operate machinery. And some jobs you have to be either 18 or 21 to be accepted in at all. But when is the best time to get a job? I recommend earliest sophomore year, but it depends on how you feel. Do you have a busy schedule? Sports, clubs? This all must be considered. Make sure to balance your fun in high school with the thought of getting a job or the schedule of having one. The next question is, how? How do I get a job at all? Many people will recommend you Indeed. Indeed is an app that you can apply to multiple places with a resume online. I would say this is the quickest way, but it might not be the most effective for you. Getting a job can be very difficult, but to higher your chances, it's best to apply to a specific place and call them, letting them know that you had your application in. If you have a friend or relative that is currently working in a job, they could recommend you as well. Now that you put your application in, what should you tell them on the phone? What you can ask is, are they hiring? You can let them know your name and tell them that you're looking for this job. Or why working there would be a convenience to you. If they're interested enough, which is what happened to me, they'll give you an interview on the spot, whether you walk in person or you call them. And keep in mind the Indeed talk here. Some jobs might not even have access to the applications that you would to believe that they have. Sometimes they don't have access to the application system online. So it's best to just walk in there and speak to the manager yourself. Another thing is, it's not that easy. I know as we're younger, we might be nervous to even talk to a manager like that, especially if it's your first job. So I understand, but the next tip I have is call them first. If they say they're gonna call you back in a week, call them back in like 4 days. And that shows that you want this job. It shows them that you really are willing to put in the effort. A lot of jobs will say that they will call you back and they won't. So it's best to make the first move. Now, where should I get a job? Like what location? A walkable distance from your school or home is the best option. The issue is those tend to be harder to get. And the biggest thing is make sure you have a reliable access to transportation. Make sure that your mom, if she's taking you, that she is the one who can take you every time. Or if you have a scooter or you need to walk, just make sure that you can ensure to the job that you can get there on time. Make sure you tell them your availability. They're looking for people who can work more than 2 days. So I recommend starting off saying you have full availability. Make sure that you do, and then you can kind of squeeze it in after you work there for a couple weeks. But obviously, make sure that you can work the time that you tell them. And please, please, please give yourself about 30 minutes after school to relax. So when you get home, you can rest a little bit, then put your work clothes on and go, rather than, oh, I got work. It's really important. The next question is, which job should I get? It depends on you. There are so many jobs out there that you can choose from. What are some good first jobs? Food service, convenience stores, clothes stores, babysitting and tutoring, Chick-fil-A, whatever that one is. Lifeguarding, that one pays a good amount. Anyone can do it. It takes a little longer to get in, but lifeguarding, it's a good one. And here are some more that I can't think of right now that are just good. I've also worked at Publix, and I do recommend it. It's a very good first job. Customer service. You'll make a lot of friends in customer service. I'm currently working at Firehouse Subs. I like it. So if you're interested in fast food service, take a look at Firehouse Subs. The biggest tip I can tell you is look at the jobs that your friends complain about. If they're complaining about any sort of job, I wouldn't consider it unless that's the only option you have. Any sort of jumping house kid place, I Can't remember the name of them, but you know what I'm talking about. I've heard that they're never fun to work at, so consider that as well. Lastly, you guys made it to near the end of the video. Once again, thank you. But here is the last advice I could give you. What are the best job application seasons? End of summer, July. Hey yo, this is past editing Jada, and I said like March before May, anytime like a couple months before May. Actually, online is saying late winter, January and February, spring-ish area, September and October. So you guys look into it, but initially I would say 2 months before summer break, and the month that summer break is ending before August. That's what I would recommend, but the internet is saying otherwise. Okay, back to the video. You don't really want to wait for August, but July is good because that's when people are like, okay, I need to start quitting. That's when all the college students are going back from home. March or April if you're trying to work in the summer. You don't want to start applying in May or June. Another piece of advice I can give you is your first impression really matters. Not only that, but if you're accepted into a job and you're not putting in the effort, they could rehire someone that's better than you. So you have to make sure, even if you don't like a job, to put in the efforts so you don't get replaced, because they replace people secretly. They do it under the rug. Later down the road, it doesn't really matter sophomore year or junior year. But once you get a job, don't leave it until you are accepted into another one. Obviously, if that job is really bad for your mental health or bad for you in general, I mean, leave it for sure. But financially, the best option is to be working in a job, wait until you applied and have been accepted to another one to move on, okay? Keep your managers notified about anything in advance, 2 weeks in advance, so they know that things are happening and they're not going to be upset with you because you told them everything early. If you guys want me to make a video on savings habits, what a good setup for a bank is for a high school student, put it in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is JD and I'm here to help you with college advice, high school advice. You guys are going to be learning with me, because once I learn something, you guys get to see it as well. So we're going to be living this life together. Thank you once again, guys, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want, and hit that like button if this video helped you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.